Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. I'm going to have another ramble today. I want to talk about some Alpha 4.0 drama and what's going on with ballistic weapons in the PTU at the moment, the public test universe. Zin's also got a cold, so she's not going to be doing her lore today. You have me instead. So I want to talk about what is major issues really with ballistic weapons in Star Citizen Alpha 4.0. So the test build is open to all backers at the moment for the PTU. CIG are pushing for 4.0's release by the end of the month and end of the year. But in the latest build, as I said, there are some problems. Now, I want to read this Spectrum forum thread about an exchange between a variety of backers and CIG's Yogi Klat, who is the principal vehicle programmer. And it's great because it shows the frustration that the devs have with some bits and the backers have with some bits, and how that all combines together, and how it's really important to be able to have a free exchange of conversation on the forums about what's working, what's broken, what's not, and not really to blame anyone necessarily when a bug is found or caught, but the sort of process that can happen there as well. So the thread is called Ares Inferno Nerfed in the PTU. Looks like the Ares Inferno gun is being nerfed again in Alpha 4.0's PTU. There wouldn't happen to be some competing ship releasing in 4.0 to cause that, would there? Because basically some backers believe that CIG will nerf a ship or a weapon before they release a sort of competitor or new ship that sort of goes, aha, it does what the other ship does that is now nerfed, but better now. CIG wouldn't keep doing what they've been absolutely blasted for again, right? No, surely not. There is then some stats from Urkels, which is a great sort of website for seeing how weapons and components and ships compare, showing that the weapon on the Ares Inferno has gone down to 1970 sustained DPS from 2544, a significant nerf. However, the truth of what's going on here is much more complicated or simplified. So it's not CIG trying to make a quick buck by selling a new ship or anything. CIG's Yogi Klat responded to this thread. What actually happened is that all vehicle weapons had to be moved to a simplified heat model on a relatively short notice last week until the full resource network hooks become online for them. The data of the simplified heat model has different meanings to the numbers, so it's not surprising that certain tuning values can slide a bit, as we often need to go through the bulk of data relatively fast. I can't judge how your tool, I assume Urkel, fetches the values, but also, please don't rely on just a number readout. We sometimes rejig how these values are calculated internally, so if you spot a weapon seemingly change for no reason, please try to time the overheat during gameplay yourself. We do not want to change weapon performance between 3.24.3 and 4.0, so if you spot a weapon being out of balance, just report this. I do also want to say that it's awesome to see CIG devs like Yogi Klat on the weekends when they are not working, take to the forums and answer some questions like this. And currently, basically Yogi Klat is saying that it's probably numbers being fetched incorrectly. Awesome. Stuff's been switched over to the modified, the simplified heat model in the short term at the very least, and this may have caused some changes. But the thread continues with another backer saying, well, it took about 300 to 400 rounds to soft death a cutter on a 30 FPS server, which is like a nice stable server is what they're saying. So something is definitely off. Yogi Klat again responds, it's best to supply video proof for this. Simply saying that it went wrong doesn't help us identify the problem. The more narrow the description is, the better we can isolate and look at the problem. So Yogi Klat being very pragmatic there, saying, great, you're saying that this doesn't work. Show me. Literally show me. The backer responds a little frustrated. 77 rounds before overheating is not enough proof. Thanks for trusting maths, Yogi. And then Yogi responds, my reply was related to time to kill, not the overheating. Overheating is easy to reproduce. Time to kill is not, as we have a couple of sync issues when it comes to damage replication at the moment. So I think this is interesting as well, because obviously CIG devs want to get these things fixed. They're not trying to not get them fixed. They're not trying to do a little hand wave or anything. They want to know what's wrong and try and address it before the build goes live. And bugs like this do happen. But it's frustrating for backers and developers when the communication between the two is not sort of perfect. And obviously no communication between anyone is perfect, but sometimes these things get a little annoying when you're like, this doesn't work, it's broken. Well, show me that it's broken. No, we know it's broken, but why do you need to see? Well, we need to see exactly what you mean by broken to see how we can address it and in what situation you're talking about, because they don't have enough context for exactly what's going on. And that's what it is. They want context all of the time for bug fixes. So it's a bit different than if you were doing a bug report, because the bug report, you get all the data that you need basically from the bug report, including screenshots or videos or whatever, if you can provide them and other people can get involved. Whereas the forum is a little bit more freeform. I did then see in another reply, YogiCat say, I'm pretty sure we're going to have another pass on this next week. We just need to check what the correct reference values were before the simplified version was used. Cameral, a content creator who likes to gather data and show off bugs and go, look, this is how this has changed, and is very, very sort of empirical with his data, said, bam, here's a video. It's more than just overheating in 3.24.3. The Gladius was killed in 2.9 seconds, but in 4.0, she was still alive before the Inferno overheated after 6 seconds. Still, only being able to fire 77 low damage shots before overheating should have rung the alarm bells, so do some tests please, CIG. Again, YogiCat responds here, the overheating will have its effect on the time to kill, but you're right, something doesn't add up there. That said, the 3.24.2 and 0.3 data doesn't look necessarily correct for the Inferno data. We still want some overheat on the Inferno, albeit not as long as it is now. The last reliable state I can think of was in 3.24.1. In 3.24.2 and 0.3, where you could fire for minutes, these were not correct either. We'll do some digging on Monday. So I really like that response. He's saying, look, we'll check this out on Monday. Yes, we can see that people have identified there's a problem there, and a lot of people are seemingly complaining about ballistics in 4.0 as of the last patch or two. I did see another frustrated backer post on that thread as well. 100% every time I post feedback, I wring my hands out about whether I should post it in general or feedback. Feedback and suggestions sections of forums seem like where things go to die. YogiCat, can this question about where feedback actually gets read please be addressed? So YogiCat again responded here. Just because we don't reply doesn't mean it doesn't get read. Usually there are multiple threads about the same issue and they are analysed and summed up by the community management and player experience teams. So it will all be reaching the dev teams, albeit in a more condensed form. So yeah, CIG devs don't individually have enough time to read and address all of the concerns or whatever on forums, but a lot of the community managers and other people at CIG will be getting this data, crunching it down, giving it to the appropriate people to act on, and responding to a lot of it at some point. There are loads of different ways that CIG do that, from the newsletter to Inside Star Citizens to patch watches to monthly reports, patch notes, just tons and tons of stuff. So I genuinely believe CIG do a reasonably, if not pretty good job at responding to the community and getting involved with the community now, more so than almost any other game. There was another response here. It's not only for the Inferno, all ballistics are useless right now on the EPTU for 4.0. 4 to 5 seconds till overheating with a good 6-second cooldown on all sizes. I was testing it with the Firebird default loadout and those two size 3 Mantis GT 220s. YogiCat responds here, yeah, we know it's all ballistics. I am pretty sure I picked the wrong reference value. We'll know on Monday. So this stuff's going to be addressed. Hopefully it will be a quick wham bam patch on Monday to address this, along with a load of other fixes. I just thought you might be interested in that sort of exchange there and how that evolved. I love CIG devs getting involved with the community and answering questions, especially on the weekend or just any time really, because it's not part of their job description, right? They're encouraged to get involved with the community, but devs going out of their way, answering these questions, getting involved, and then actually answering and replying to a load of people. It's just great. That's what I want from CIG. I love that sort of less corporate, more sort of consumer-friendly approach, backer-friendly approach. But I'm interested to know what you think. Do you think CIG addressed that well? And YogiCat was pretty good there. Are you annoyed by the ballistics sort of being a bit broken and overheating it overly in 4.0? Do you think CIG are going to be able to get 4.0 out by the end of the year like they want to live? Whatever your thoughts or questions, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have an Ares, Ion, or an Inferno? Are you sad that the Ion got so heavily changed a while ago and effectively nerfed? It's no longer like a sniper at all, and it is very much like a sort of longer range bomber, or at least filling that kind of role. It's not really an anti-fighter ship, it's sort of like an anti-medium and large sort of ship. Or do you think I'm totally off with that? Well, have your thoughts. Questions below, chuck them down there, comments, all that sort of stuff. Helps with the channel. And also get NordVPN, those links down below as well. Listen to this beautiful chap.
Ho, ho, ho. Hey there, Timmy. No, that's Northern Claus. No, ho, Timmy, I am normal Santa with presents for you.
You're really a normal Santa?
Yes, why would I lie about that?
I'll have the one on the left.
There you go, Timmy. Open your lovely box of spiders.
I hate spiders.
So do I, Timmy. That's why I would have picked the other box, which was full of NordVPN. Ho, ho, ho. Use the links below to get nordvpn.com/BoredGamer and help protect yourself online, but also give you better accessibility. It should be part of your Christmassy toolbox. Merry Nordmas, one and all.
Every month we give away a Star Citizenship, and December is no different. We're giving away a Star Lancer Max, the new super freelancer by MISC. This allows you to do a little bit of everything in the verse. It's a great multi-role ship, multi-mission ship, and multi-crew. It's flyable in-game right now as well. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during December. That engagement helps the channel. Something else that helps the channel is liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing these videos. Thank you very much to the people that have gone the extra mile by clicking the join button or becoming Patreons. That really helps the channel so much. There'll occasionally be some exclusive content going up there. It'll be like Zin and I playing an escape room. So thank you so much, and feel free to join those lovely people by clicking on the join button or the Patreon link under the videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great ho 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 Nordmas.